So hello, my name is Aster, I am a Brazilian folk witch, and on this channel we talk about independent spirituality and folk magic for free spirits. Another summer, my fan, as usual, I am melting down, but we are going to talk about pombagira today. I think this video is not going to be super long because this is not extensive, but pretty much we are going to talk about, does everybody have pombagira with them? Can anyone reach out? How exactly does it work? Let's see. What motivated me to film this video was a comment that I have received some months ago. This comment says, I prayed to Maria Padilha and had a nightmare where a woman is choking me. I don't really know what that really means. Can anyone help? I'm sorry, I was not laughing. So, no, I mean, what is a little bit funny to me is that they had this kind of dream and they're confused to what it means. Like, you didn't get it? I'm so sorry for laughing, but I think that dreaming with someone choking you is the message is kinda self-explanatory, isn't it? So, this reminded me immediately of my mother. I have mentioned my mother couple of times on videos here on the channel, and my mother, she could definitely have had her own spiritual path if she wanted to, but she was afraid of spirits. And she asked to a high priest of an Umbanda temple to get her, spiritual connection closed, let's say. So she didn't have any more portals open to her own spirits. So because she's afraid and hesitant with spirits, she never managed to have a good experience with them. And this made me think of my mother because she told me that she tried to do a veneration with black elders or pretos velhos. She would light a candle outdoors in our backyard for them, and then she would have dreams like this of being choked by someone. This is definitely not a positive sign, okay? And I would say it's probably related to how you conducted yourself while you were doing your prayer. Maybe you did something that the entity didn't like. Maybe they found you for a reason or another disrespectful. You did something that they didn't like, and this was their way of saying improve or leave me alone. So I don't really know what exactly you did or how you did it, but the entity did not like it. I think that I usually say that it is important to not be afraid, okay, because you might attract some other kind of spirit that is not the spirit you think you're talking to. So you gotta be confident and comfortable in what you're doing. You have to show utmost respect and gratitude towards the spirit. Don't introduce yourself and start asking for stuff, especially the first times that you are reaching out. Be respectful. Start thanking them for their time and giving them a little gift, at least a rose or a cigarette. And if you help me with this and this and that, I will give you something nicer as a thank you. Those spirits, they don't own anything to anyone. So you have to watch your attitude and how you talk to them. I'm not saying that, I don't know what you did, but it was not appreciated by the entity. That's for sure. And I wanted to take this opportunity, since we're talking about this, to answer some questions that are frequently asked in my comments, in the comment section of my videos here on YouTube. Like, for example, does everybody have a pombagira with them? I grew up hearing that yes, everybody has a pombagira, but that's not actually accurate. Everybody can connect with a pombagira and work with them, but not everybody has a pombagira or Exu or other entities by default as their spiritual guardians. You can definitely partner up with one, if so they choose, if they decide to partner up with you for whatever reason, but they have no obligation with you. They have no bond, they have no reason to even responding to you if they don't want to. Having those spirits as your guides, as your spirits, is something very special because it means that there is a bond between you and them. There's something personal, karmic, there's something meaningful and relevant between you and those spirits. And it's not everybody who is going to have that, especially people who don't come from like a Brazilian heritage. If you don't have Brazilian parents, grandparents, it's not very likely that you will have those entities accompanying you by default. It doesn't mean you cannot reach out or that you cannot try and work with them, but it means that they don't have any kind of bond or obligation towards you. And like, even when they do have a bond with us, they don't owe us anything. So when there's no bond, you can multiply that by 10, And another question that I receive a lot is can anyone reach out to those spirits? Yes, but nothing is guaranteed. Just because you lit a candle at a crossroads calling for them, it doesn't mean that they will respond you at all or that they will respond in the way that you want. They are autonomous, badass entities that work on their own terms. They are not tied to our values as incarnated humans anymore, and they do stuff as they see fit. If they don't like you, they don't like your vibe, they don't like how you talked to them, or they have no interest in helping you whatsoever, or no interest in what you're offering, they're gonna ignore you or haunt your dreams. I see that people expect magic and spirituality and witchcraft to be neat and clean and safe like a cake recipe, and it's not like this. Spirituality is a mystery. It's a leap of faith into the dark. You have no idea what you're gonna encounter on the other side. So you have to be prepared for everything and stay humble. The other side of the veil doesn't owe us anything. This was a short one. If you have any other questions or doubts about pombagira, about working with spirits, drop it in the comments. And if you like what I do over here on YouTube, make sure to take a look at my Patreon page, because over there I share exclusive bonus content, like for example, spell tutorials, weekly divinations, a podcast talking about my practice, and I teach magical properties and medicinal properties of plants. And the best part is that you get access to all of that for only 1 cup of coffee per month. Take a look at the first link down below, and remember, practice makes perfect, and the power is in your hands. So let's get witching wisely, okay? Thank you for watching, and until the next time.